Bow! What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning in to Nick and Mal Breaks Down the 48 Laws of Power. This is a show where Nick and Mal from the Nick and Mal Show, the #1 show on the motherfucking net. That's going to be my only curse word this entire episode.
Let's get it.
And if I don't, I got to give you $1.
Let's get it. I'm going to count every time you curse.
We got to get the swear jar and put it in the middle.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
That's part of the show. I like the vibes.
Let's go.
Like
Niggas, we both going to be rich off each other. Or we going to be broke. But this is a show where Nick and Mal breaks down the 48 Laws of Power. I'm going to drop the bar again. 2020 snatch a lot of power from us. In 2021, let's snatch it back.
Yes, sir.
And what better way to do that than to follow Nick and Mal break down this book right here by Robert Greene.
Yes, sir.
What did you think about when you was reading this?
So reading, remember, Law 27, play on people's needs to believe to create a cult-like feeling.
It's a little evil.
Play on people's needs to believe to create a cult-like feeling.
Cult-like following.
Yeah, following. Sorry.
Bro, 1,000% politics.
1,000% eat business.
What? How do you relate this to business?
So when I first read this, my first thought process was, so shout out to EYL, because EYL has exposed the, what's the saying? The foes from the reals, the fake from the foes, something like that. But they expose people. You know, if you on EYL, you have a very good resume. Unless you're Jay Morrison, right? Unless you're Jay Morrison, right?
Shout out to Jay Morrison.
Shout out to Jay Morrison.
The biggest black scammer in America.
Biggest black scammer. So Nick familiar with it. But yeah, this is what a lot of businesses do. Now EYL does it on a positive side, but you know, you see the ads all over Instagram, all over YouTube, people promoting their business, saying one thing would be like, yo, how to turn $1,000 to $10,000, right? How to turn $100 to $1,000. The Forex people.
Yeah.
You know,
those are all cults. All cults. By the way, this Logan made me realize that mostly everything is a cult, kind of.
Yes.
Especially people who are trying to like give you money and shit. Like, you know, I've been hated this is as fat. You could get basically the YouTube marketing get quick rich schemes.
Yes. Get fit quick schemes.
Get fit quick. Oh, abs in 60 days. It's like, bro, it's like you're just touching on people's emotional buttons.
Yeah.
Right? And I was thinking about this week, and it that ass has nothing to do with this law. But it's starting to make sense to me for everything. Joe Rogan, once again, I'm going to tell y'all about a great Joe Rogan joke. We are all just apes who found mushrooms, and now we know how to control our environment. Bro, we are so fucking ape-like, caveman-like that all these little shits, like cults, are able to happen only because we're dumb.
But yo, you know it's the crazy thing? That ape was busting down the mushrooms, though. Just for it to trigger it to where it's like, this is you now.
I'm sure they were probably a big part of his diet at that point.
Yo, that's like when someone take perks all the time. They just keep taking perks and they just give it to their kids when they first born. Like they're gonna turn into a zombie.
Oh no, for real. I mean, that's a real thing though.
Nah, dead ass.
What is it? I mean, it's called crack babies, but that can happen to any baby. They born with a dependency on a certain drug because their parent was on it,
and then that's how they just live their life.
Facts.
So we definitely popping the mushrooms, giving it to our kids.
And our minds evolved over a long period of time.
It's like, yo.
And that's to show you how dumb we are still, bro. Especially, and this has nothing to do with the book. I was thinking about this, right? We always try to learn shit from history. And what do we look at when we try to learn shit from history? We look at shit that our ancestors left. For example, the Mayans. We look at all the different works the Mayans did and all these cuneiforms and like tablets that they left with writings on it, and we try to decode it, and it's like they try to make it seem like, oh my god, our ancestors left us this super duper smart information. In my head, I'm like, bro, today we're dumb. We're still dumb in 2020, and we have a lot of shit to figure it out. What makes y'all think that those motherfuckers 10,000 years ago was any smarter than we are now?
Nah, because I see what you're saying, but let's talk about the Egyptians, though, building the pyramids.
Aliens.
That's cap.
Aliens did it.
You could easily, back then, and the reason why this is cap is because it's easily to mind fuck people. easy to have slaves, easy to have millions of people work for you.
Yes.
Easy. These people are definitely smart, extremely smarter than we could say the people nowadays scientifically.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? If you can't figure out how
there's an argument for that. There's an argument for that. So that's my thing. It's a dichotomy. So it's either or. It's either there's extraterrestrial life that came down and used humans as their little experiment and gave us these great things that, for example, right? This is how entrepreneurs started business. This is how colonizers colonized countries. They would go, for example, to Jamaica, to Trinidad, colonize it, right? And they would have leaders living there. And then 20, 30 years on the road, you don't need any more white leaders living there. They're going to govern themselves and you can leave. And you're still benefiting off all the things they did. What if the aliens did that? They came down. They was running shit here for a little bit. They taught us how to make shit happen, and then they left, and we still doing their work. but hold on, this is how
so the aliens colonized Egypt. They could have colonized the whole
world.
Yeah,
but this has nothing to do with the book. But it's either the aliens did this shit, or
you think they was fucking.
The aliens was fucking,
or they just down there. Let me just teach you.
I think that's how you get Asian people. From aliens and humans fucking.
They both start with an alien, Asian.
Ooh! Yo, aliens, wouldn't they have like a weird looking kind of eye thing? Is like the Asian eye hereditary from their alien ancestors?
They about to take over the world too.
Why do you think they are smarter than everybody?
Nah, bro, you ain't just do it to him like that though.
You did it to him like that.
You did it to him like that.
We did it to him like that. But for real, maybe Asians are
aliens.
Who created math?
Asians. Aliens.
Yo, come on, yo. They gonna try to say we xenophobic. They gonna try to say we racist, but we just breaking shit down.
Facts.
But
hashtag facts, that's all it is.
So it's either the aliens or it's either our ancestors back then was smarter than us. But if we believe in evolution, bro, and we believe that we came from being apes to now, we have to be a lot smarter now than we were 1,000 years ago. But whatever. I say all of that to say this. With politics, I'm gonna read let me read the 5 laws. They teach you, they try to tell you the 5 ways you can create a cult.
Yes, sir.
And tell me if politics don't touch on every single fucking one of these things.
Big fact.
Number 1, keep it vague and keep it simple.
Come on.
I'm gonna solve all your issues.
Come on, I'm gonna build a wall. I'm going to cancel student loans.
That good. What you just said. Okay, cancel student loans. All these.
I'm trying to play both sides. I'm being a middleman.
Right. All these vague promises, and I'm gonna tell you what the benefit of making vague promises is. I have a different mind. You have a different mind, right? But we can have someone that could give us the same message that will unify us, and we interpret it differently. Mm-hmm. So when you give a vague message, a group of 1 million, you're going to have 30 different groups who interpret it differently, but they all feel like they're receiving the same message, not knowing that they're breaking it down differently. So they feel unified.
Yo, they see you with the book in your hand?
Nah, they don't.
Oh, I wish they did. You look like a preacher.
Come on. I wish I had some glasses on right now. Take them off, put them on, put them back down.
TD Jakes.
Nikki Jakes. But boom, that's number 1. Keep it vague, keep it simple. People are going to interpret it. That way you don't have to divide the group. Number 2, emphasize the visual, the sensual over the intellectual. Donald Trump is a master at this, right? Yo, Donald Trump, how much money do you think the country can make? A lot. Big. Think of a room with $1 million. He speaks in visualizations. I remember I came on a podcast a while ago and we was talking about Joe Biden, and he got into this like real somber tone, and he looked into the camera. He was like, oh, I could just imagine a family sitting around the dinner table right now, and they're unable to buy tires because the dad had lost his job. They're tapping into your visualization, your sensualization. Yeah. You're thinking about that situation, and we all know men, we're visual creatures, right?
Yeah.
But listen to what they say away from, the intellectual. Joe Biden, tell us how you're actually going to solve this issue. Trump, tell us what you actually mean by a room full of money. They don't do that. Why? They don't want you to get bored.
That's true. Does that show how stupid people are too?
We're all fucking apes, bruh.
I'm not an ape.
No,
I'm an ape in the gym though.
No, bro. I don't mean to say it like that, but humans, listen, we don't have the answers as much as we used to, as much as we think.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And that's what, bro. That's the basis of everything I'm coming to right now. It's like, okay, I'm breaking down a wall. Yo, we are all just fucking retarded apes.
Donkey.
I did, yeah. Donkey of the day. But that's the second time I did that shit. I wasn't even that hype. I keep spilling my coffee. But yeah, that's a realization I'm coming to now. We're all just fucking stupid and we're easily manipulated just because of our genetics. Let me just call the rest of these out. Borrow the forms of organized religion to structure in the group. I mean, that's pretty simple. Especially in America, we have gotten rid of religion, right, in the national sense. And what did we replace it with? Politics. Mm-hmm. That's why we're religiously, emotionally connected to politics.
That is true because if you believe in Christianity, that means that you're Republican.
For real.
Because of abortion.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Funny shit.
Once again.
But one thing I do, step 3 is like, shout out to Earn Your Legion. Switching it up though, but how they organize it, their business like that too. So they have different tiers on their website and different tiers that you get open up to different things, and that means that you spend more money. They call their cult like the earners, like yo, shout out to all the earners, and they call their guests alumni. Yeah, you know, your alumni. So that right there is just a different way to look at it, and that's what they do in politics.
Perfect. And by the way, everything like what Malcolm just said is a cult, and if you can't refer to it as a cult from the actual definition that's in the Webster dictionary, they're using cult-like techniques to build that following. Yeah. Right? Because maybe a cult is a word with a negative connotation, like people are trying to manipulate you for a bad reason. Yeah. But who's to determine if a reason is bad or good? Yeah. Right? Because like people could view Catholicism as a cult. But if you're a single mother with 3 kids and you feel like that has made you have a better quality of life, who's to say that that's a cult for you? Or even people in Scientology. So with that being said, we could get into semantics of what is a cult or what is not. But what's undeniable is that things like what's a dude who always used to have YouTube ads? Taj Lopez.
Yeah, he used to hate that.
I hated him.
He was running ads like a motherfucker. Yeah, he was annoying, bro.
And why? Because he didn't, I'm sure he really didn't have much substance. And number one, you know I hate this about people. And this is the number one, they pointed out in the book, the number one clue to seeing that someone is a cult. Be a critical consumer of media, right? So for example, Ty Lopez. I'm rich. That is his marketing plot to bring to you. I'm rich, so you should listen to me because I'm wise. But why are you rich? Yeah. I think you're rich because you're telling me you're rich. Yeah. Right? And what is he doing? He's concealing where he's actually making his money from. Ray Charles could see that he's going hard and pumping these YouTube ads because he thinks a return is going to come from it. So his money really is not coming from anything other than having people believe he is who he's trying to portray.
And that's why them ads was hot. We was all apes around that time.
Word.
We was all apes around that time. People running ads, you like, oh shit, I never seen this before. He making money.
He was one of the first to come out with those get rich quick, or I won't even say it's a get rich quick, but those financials. All you got to do is subscribe to me, and I'm gonna teach you. He was the one
pushing heavy on YouTube, though. I would say pushing like more advertisement than anyone else around that time.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. If y'all have not heard any success stories, real life, about someone joining a Taj Lopez, whatever his name is, class, give it up. And that's for everybody else.
That's a fact. And I like the way you think. So I want to correlate this. The way Nick is thinking about these people, this is, if you studying for an LSAT, this is how you have to look at your LSAT. So look, man, we giving y'all tips, bro, to pass the LSAT. Come on. But you got to look at shit like that. Like, yo, whatever you telling me is wrong. What is wrong about it? So if that's how you said, this is how you basically expose a cult. You look at this shit and go, what is wrong with it? Find what's wrong with it and ask those questions.
Yes. Be a critical consumer. Don't just let shit go in your head. And at the end of the day, we're all tribal. But I'm going to get back to that. Last point about the title. I sent you a video earlier this week, right? And I was like, yo, is this dude chatting or not? Because sometimes I like to check myself to see if I'm hating. Yeah. And I think the content in his video was not misleading, wasn't manipulative, but some keywords he used that I could tell that he probably studies people like that. Right? It's easy to do it. Anybody could do this. You don't have to be smart to do this to build generational wealth. We probably could put that video in here. And I was just like, I don't like the message you're spreading to people that it's easy to do anything, especially build generational wealth.
No, that's true. I see where you come from. We could go on a whole episode about this. The problem, there's not a real problem to it because what he's telling someone the easiest way to create generational wealth. It is a fact though what he said though. It's not cap. You really don't need.
It's not cap,
bro. Life insurance. Go get. Don't be a sloppy Joe because you're not gonna get the life insurance. Get life insurance. I'm probably talking about an IUL policy where you could create your own savings, bro. Mm-hmm. It's a whole episode. But
you gotta make another video teaching niggas what IULs
come on. I was
on.
in that field right down the street too. Mm-hmm. But bro, all you gotta do is make your monthly payment. Mm-hmm. Index funds. I think it's called QQQ. I'm not too sure. That shit is like having LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Jamal Murray, all the top players on one team. You understand what I'm saying? And you paying the owner of that team. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And you're betting on them going to the championship. They're gonna go to the championship, right? Mm-hmm. I think QQQ is like the tech company. Tech company got a return rate, if I'm not wrong, 20% a year. You know, that's an index fund, bro. You don't need knowledge. You know, bro, for 10 plus years, these tech companies giving you a 20% return. You can invest in that index fund. You know you're making money. You don't need to look at the investment. You don't need to study nothing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I brought it up, because I had to go back and look at that video. I don't think that gentleman was speaking any bullshit. I just think I'm jaded by those trigger words. And as soon as I hear somebody say that, it's automatically I'm disregarding what you're saying. Because once again, you're getting into those cult-like tendencies, trying to build a following, telling people it's very easy, and giving very vague descriptions of generational wealth, which is nothing vague or anything simple about building something like that.
That's a fact.
I have to find a word where, for example, being like realistically, being the greatest at anything is fairly easy. Even if it was being the Beatles, right? The Beatles, all they did was practice all fucking day. Technically, that's easy. All you have to do, the path is very easy. Just go practice 10,000 hours. Uh-huh. That's why there's a 10,000 hour rule. Yeah. But how can I say, okay, it's simple, but it's not easy? And that's where I feel like generational wealth falls in. Like, it's simple, the steps are there, but everyone's not going to achieve it because it's not easy. Mm-hmm. And that's why I think I wasn't fucking with what he was saying. But if you take away those keywords, everything he said was a fact.
I see what you're saying. It's the word easy.
Yeah,
but it is easy though.
It's easy.
It really is easy. But I'm saying off of a field. I'm not trying to say I'm a guru, but I've been trying to soak in as much knowledge since. So like for like the past three years, I've been soaking in this type of information. So me personally hearing it, it'd be like, all right, yeah, that's the easy way of doing it because it's a whole complex way. But you could make it complex, but this is the most simplest way where go work a job and go do this.
I bet. Let's go back to the rest of the things. Yes, disguise your source of income. I think I touched on that.
Come on.
You build this following. You're not gonna let them know you're Jay Morrison. You're not gonna let them know my main source of money is letting y'all think I'm somebody I'm not.
Jay Morrison would be talking. Yo, I got the LVs on right now, red bottoms on. Mm-hmm. Owing mad people money, bro.
Mad people money. And yo, I pride myself in being a dumb motherfucker, but I do have some very smart tendencies. And you notice about me, I've been against these motherfuckers.
You been against Jay Morrison. I was all happy, bro.
All these dudes like, bro, if you getting money, stop telling us or trying to teach us how to get it.
Fact,
you gonna get that money and go help somebody, bro.
Nigga, you teach how to do a podcast. Joe Rogan not teaching us.
Nothing.
Steve Jobs not teaching how to make a tech company.
No, that's a perfect example.
That's what you said.
Joe Rogan really pods. Charlamagne really pods. There's a bunch of YouTube channels telling you how to create a podcast. It's not them niggas.
It's not them.
Why? Because them niggas is trying to find an easy way out because they don't actually know how to fucking pod. They think they do. But they done. I'm gonna move on for that. Set up a us versus them dynamic. Mm-hmm. Once again, American politics, Democrats, Republicans. It wasn't created to be this.
So,
But somehow it devolved into Democrats versus Republicans. Why does the Senate have 100 seats and they're all Democrats and Republicans? Because we're fucking animals. You give us two sides, we ain't gonna go outside of that, bro.
No.
We just want to pick one or the other. We just make it as simple for us as possible.
simple as possible.
Red or white, red or blue, dick or pussy. It's set in the DNA of human beings. I want decisions to be as easy as possible.
Yeah.
And between dick and pussy, you already know the decision I'm making.
Dick.
Come on, son. You know what the vibes is.
Come on.
But once again, us versus them. So I just want to say, all of this shit right here, the cult, and I'm torn on this chapter because I don't think anyone should try to create a cult, right? I don't want to be like, yo, use these principles. And that's why this book, you have to be careful because some laws you can implement it to yourself, right? Tell me if you agree. Some laws you can implement it to yourself and be like,
oh yeah,
I want to create power by using this, and the others are just like, I'm going to look out for evil people trying to do this on me so I stay sucker free.
that's a fact. And one for me would be step 2, emphasize the visual and the sensual over the intellectual. And they started talking about luxury, how it attracts more attention and more followers. Not saying I'm gonna do that, but like I like that vibe, you know.
Absolutely.
But keeping it true, not owing motherfuckers money and shit.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And also, like, the reason why politics, like, I want us all to realize something. And we had put out a clip on the Nick and Mal Clips channel about the right and the left both being right. And that's for a simple reason. It's because of tribalism, right? Where both sides are irrational. We both don't look at truth. All we do is look at something to tell us why we're right. And the reason for that is when you get in big groups, you don't have the ability to make sound decisions. I don't know why the human mind is designed that way. We just go with what the group thinks. Like maybe it's definitely embedded in our DNA, but for what the reason may be, survival or what it is, right? I was thinking about this. If Donald Trump and Joe Biden came to my job, say I owned a business, and they both were applying for that position. Let's just say a marketing business or whatever it is. They apply to be the head honcho. Mind you, they don't have a name. I don't know who they are. Me and them niggas sitting in that room, they're not getting that job.
Why not? Why they not getting a job?
Because I don't think either of them are very standout individuals. And what I'm trying to say is, the book was talking about, I forgot the name of the people. They realized that when you get in a group, it's easy to deceive people. So Donald Trump, think about Donald Trump coming to your interview, and you're like, Donald, what views do you have for this business in 100 years, in 10 years? Oh, a lot of money. You be like, yo, bro, get the fuck out of my office. Right, Biden coming and stuttering all over himself in your interview.
It's okay. Forget things. He said that.
Yo, get your old ass out of my office. But when you put them in front of 1 million people, we kind of like hype ourselves up because once again, it's the us versus them.
Talking that talk.
So even Donald Trump is not a valid candidate, or maybe you don't know because your mind is playing tricks on you. You are finding every single reason to tell you why Donald Trump is this great guy. Because he's already the guy there and we're going to lift him and exalt him higher. So, and that's one of the things the group points out, the book points out. A lot of these powerful people would not be powerful unless they had that platform where people are judging them on a group basis. Because if you was to meet some of these people in real life, you'd be like, bro, I'm not putting you at the head of my company. I'm not doing none of this shit.
So we all dumb. If you went to politics, you're an idiot.
We are apes. No, we are apes that found mushrooms, and now I forgot the second part of the joke Joe Rogan said. But it's like we're all apes. We found mushrooms, and now we're just dumb motherfuckers.
Them diehard people on Facebook, they go to work and just be chatting about politics. You really dumb as fuck.
Yeah,
like I hate you.
But I think the sad part, I think we all fall in that category.
Nah, not me.
You don't fall in there.
Fuck, I be talking about politics for.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily just politics. I just think it's the human mind. Well, but you're right, though. I see what you're saying because you really aren't into politics like that. Bro. And politics is the number one, like, you know what I mean, avenue of that type of tribalism.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Into that wealth. But we gonna talk about it a different episode.
We gotta get a straight up wealth episode. We gotta get like a wealth
management, wealth advisor,
a wealth advisor here, really, or a rich motherfucker.
Yeah,
teach us really how to advise some shit.
That's a big fact. That's easy.
But yeah, this is our law for today, man. What's the name of it again?
Lord 27. Mofo, y'all. Lord 27. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following.
And once again, I'm gonna bring it that, and we're gonna close out right after this comment. Look how politics is a cult. I guess that's really the main thing I was trying to get across. Why do people go crazy and vote for Biden? Oh, I believe he could change. I believe he could change America. I believe he could do this, stop racism. It's believe. Why did the far-right militias vote for Trump? I believe he could make things better for us. I believe he could bring our jobs back. I believe he could keep the Mexicans out. It's just beliefs. So be wary of
gassing y'all on beliefs, you dumb motherfuckers. Y'all stupid as fuck.
Shout out to the GOAT. What's his name? The white dude, James Ramsey. What's his name? The financial guy.
Oh yeah, Dave Ramsey.
Dave Ramsey. Your house is more important than what's going on. What's going on in your house is more important than what's going on in the White House. So stop these motherfuckers selling y'all beliefs, because y'all want to believe.
And they would have feel powerful.
You really don't believe in shit they saying.
I'm God Almighty. This person's behind me.
You really don't believe.
Motherfucker don't know you.
You don't believe shit they saying, but you want to believe, so you going to make yourself believe.
This is how people feel.
And now Biden get elected, y'all like, oh, where my student loan pardon at? Yeah. Trump pardoning niggas. Can you pardon my student loan, Biden? Come on. If Biden don't pardon,
I would have smacked everyone that love this politics shit, dead ass. Like, you really get me mad right now.
I love it because it's entertaining.
But you play both sides. But I'm talking about these people that just go to work and be on Facebook like, oh, look at that, bro. Oh, retweet that, bro. This dude sucks. Everything sucks because he's here. Oh, everything's lovely because he's here. Like, bro, shut the fuck up.
It's like being stuck in quicksand.
You know what would be a hot GIF, a real life GIF? Like, you be on some bullshit, right? While you on your computer or your phone, and then I pop them and smack the shit out you.
How's that a GIF?
I don't know.
like a 3D GIF?
Yeah.
That's fire. Hop on Apple with that. Like Shreggy?
The fuck am I doing?
Did Mal from the Nick and Mal show just slap the politicking out my face?
Or actually go like this.
Oh, fart in their mouth? Because they talking that bullshit. Because you talking that bullshit, son.
We're like, yo, did someone just shit?
But stop letting these politicians fool you into voting for them. Do not join a cult. Be aware of motherfuckers that's trying to pull you in the cult, selling all these big fancy dreams. Just, you know what I mean? Double down and do what you're supposed to do, man. If anything, you create the cult and be the motherfucker out here.
Come on, talk to him.
Because we all about power, baby. 2020 snatched a lot of power out of our lives. In 2021, we are snatching it back with the greatest book ever created. 48 Laws of Power.
Yep.
Bow!
Nope. Yep.
Ever told on a nigga?
Nope.
Ever squeezed the trigger?
Yep.
Ever set a nigga up?
Nope.
Ever helped a brother out when he was down on his luck?
Yep.
You a sap?
Nope.
You a boss player? You